Evening everyone, how's everyone doing? A bit louder than that, come on! Alright, hi guys, my name's Sandra Carter. I'm an author of a new fantasy series called KETTORAH and the Ottoman Scrolls of Light. A little bit of background of my story. I'm a big time geek. I love anime and fantasy and sci-fi, you name it. As a kid, I saw Doctor Who and K9, for those who are old. Does anybody remember Doctor Who and K9? Yes. Yeah, so I walked out of school, junior school, and I went, oh my God, Doctor Who is real. I want some of that. So going back in time, my late father was a griot. He used to tell me loads of stories, and I got inspired by that. But one of the things I loved so much was storytelling. One of the issues that I face, and I'm talking a little bit about labels, I have dyslexia, and as a child it was horrid, horrible, embarrassing, getting teased, getting bullied because I can't spell stuff. But what I fell in love with was comics. My brother had loads of comics, so what I used to do was create my own stories and write them because I couldn't pronounce all the words in the comic book, and I got inspired from that. And as the years went on, I became so fascinated with the sci-fi realms. And one day, don't ask me to rap, because I'm going to say this first. I was in an MC band called A&A, and every Friday night we used to meet up. And one night I started to freestyle about KETTORAH, and I was going off on one, and then I came up with the story. This is going about 30 years ago. I'm kind of showing you my age, you know, but it's a long, long time ago. And I came up with the concept, but I left it. One of the reasons why I was so fascinated about it is because I didn't see any sci-fi books, comics that really portrayed me. You had Storm, you had Bumblebee, you had a few people that were of my colour, but I didn't see myself. So that inspired me to write my story. As the years commenced, my father passed away. That really made me become broken. I lost my way. I used to MC, I used to support young people, and I really lost my way. I got into a toxic relationship where somebody completely tried to dampen the essence of my being. And let's talk about labels. Everybody in here, someone has put something on you to make you feel less than who you are. And we've all been gifted with greatness. And for me, it took me a long time to just get myself back together. I moved away from music. I had deals on the table from Gut Records. Sony was interested. Loads of different things were happening, but I lost my way. Over the time, I started to rebuild myself and work on myself, journal, pray, do all these things. In the midst of that, I also continued writing. I had a passion for writing. So going forward, many years on, once again, still full of labels, still full of not understanding myself, I got into another relationship, that wasn't so great again. So then it wasn't about blaming them, it was about looking on self. Why am I attracting these people? The people that don't see my gifts, don't want me to move forward, don't want me to excel. So after that relationship came to an end, I said to myself, I really need to do some more inner work. A friend of mine said to me, Sam, why don't you write KETTORAH? And I goes, well, I've got some other books. She goes, no, why don't you write KETTORAH? And one night, guys, I was sleeping, and this is my belief, Father God, right? I had a dream, and it was like, write KETTORAH. So I put pen to paper, and while going to work one night, the whole of the end of the story came to me in a flood. And I quickly wrote it down, and I said, right, I've got to start. And then I continued working for 6 years straight, writing and writing and writing. As anyone knows who's creative, it's very challenging having a day-to-day job and also creating. So you switch off from 9 to 5, and then you switch on from 5 to 9, and so on and so on. So I do more or less like 60 hours a week, constantly working. And then I came to a point where I nearly finished KETTORAH. I was getting to the end of it, and when I was coming to the final edit, which was happening last year, I felt ill. Can you imagine? I'm at the very end, and then I was rushed into hospital. I was like, I can't believe what's going on with my life. But I see that as a blessing. It was for us to all remember that we are human beings and we need to make sure that we're looking after ourselves on the journey. So as I was moving through this, I started to let go of the labels of myself. I thought, yeah, I like my hips, you know, and I like my nose, and I like the way my hair is, and I was falling in love with myself. So on the journey of KETTORAH, through my dyslexia, it started to fade. And this is one of the things that I want to do, which I am doing, is supporting young people and adults who have dyslexia, to give them a platform, to give them a voice. As you know, many people who are entrepreneurs, I can't remember, I think it's about 54% have dyslexia who are entrepreneurs. So I continued writing, and then on the 15th of November 2019, my book was published. I couldn't thank you. Yeah. Thank you. And it was a very overwhelming thing. I popped champagne, me and Jesus along was drinking in my house. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I've done it. And what I was really grateful for was the fact that all these different things that happened throughout my life allowed me to find the new me. And it's important for all of us to always recognise we are always constantly growing and learning and understanding who we are, and no one's got a right to keep you back in your past. And the biggest thing for us is you ain't got the right to keep yourself back in the past. And what KETTORAH has done for me, it's not only gave me an opportunity to become an author, but it's actually freed me from my past. It's made me understand my fears. It's made me understand that I can go get it, go all the way with it. And what I'm going to leave with you all tonight is follow your dreams. Every single person in this room has a gift that has been given to you. You may not know what it is yet, but the more you keep pursuing your goals, it will start manifesting. We've all been given something. There's something that you can do that nobody else can do. So I will say, continue pursuing your goals, open up to your dreams, and enjoy the life you have. Thank you.